or
would
impact?
you be people just raising their placards and speaking?
Yes,
Okay,
I agree.
no attack.
Yes.
Okay. All right, there's a motion on the floor to move on to a moderated caucus with speaking times of 1 minute.
We need to have a topic for modern caucus.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's
The topic of
Discuss the degree of censorship.
right,
I'll go
yeah,
back.
the topic of censorship
Okay.
and how much the government should intervene in freedom of speech. Okay. So all those in favor of transitioning back to a moderated caucus with 1 minute speaking times, raise your placards.
dinner.
Lena, pay attention.
I'm trying to read
Okay, I'm gonna say this motion passes. I'm not sure it did exactly,
La, la.
but close enough. Okay.
Or we just resume speaking.
Where's my loud like?
Where is it?
Yeah, you could, but I think we exhausted the speakers list.
Appreciation
Like,
on that.
G and John.
Like it's SpongeBob.
They both went.
Oh,
they
yeah,
went,
that's
yeah. Okay. So who wants to speak? Charles? Are there any delegates wishing to speak? Okay, Charles, Phoenix, and then she. Okay. So Charles.
As government from Malawi, we believe that we should grant certain degree of freedom of speech to the public, but due to the reason that we have only a small group of people that are educated, so we think we're not fully granted them the freedom of speech, because in that way they'll disturb the view of the public. And according to the research, we only have the government only require 5 years of primary education in our country, and only 86% of the child they attend private school. So due to these reasons, our people is not literate, like completely. And second, we are a developing country, so the main goal we should focus on is how to make our economy going up. So based on those two reasons, I think a certain degree of censorship is needed. Thank you. I yield my time to chair.
Okay.
Miss West, yes, a question. Can we read when we speak?
I think you can. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
atypical, right?
They
It's
give-
not
they
very
give-
common.
I'm not.
Right, they do give you a notepad. I didn't see a lot of people reading, but I think that what Charles was doing was like a perfect mix of like looking down at facts and speaking with making eye contact with the
Like
group.
public
I think
speaking.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
And then also for you motion for a point of inquiry.
For what?
You motion for a point of inquiry or personal point of inquiry when you have to ask a
Stop
question.
playing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to practice, you could say point of inquiry. Are we allowed to read when we present our viewpoints? Yeah. So now we know that yes, you can read. You know, of course, just you don't want to be, looking at your paper, shaking and crying and reading your paper. Okay. All right, Phoenix. Is up next?
Honored chairs and fellow delegates, delegate of Israel believe that throughout the whole Middle East countries, we can reveal a lot of conflicts inside of the Middle East countries. So we believe religion unity is very significant for our country's peace and safety. Without the unity of the religion, I think Israel cannot stand in a very crucial point in the Middle East countries. Thank you. I yield my time to Nancy.
So you can do individual.
I have to double check. I posted it on that blog, but I don't remember what the rule is about yielding. I think you can yield when you're not in the either to another country or to the chair. I think you can't do it during the speakers list though, which is not right now. Now we're doing a moderated caucus, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I only have 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh right, because you have just the remaining time. Yep.
Honorable Chair, as the delegate of Israel, we want to respond to the delegate of Malawi about the censorship and about the relationship between the censorship and education. The presence of literacy among in that country does not suggest the government is could pose upon the censorship on its citizen, because that would only result in ignorance of the people instead of the knowledge. Thank you.
Should we clap? Should we give him a little clap?
Don't clap during the actual.
No, we don't clap. Maybe in
What
Because
Africa.
then they'll say order.
Maybe in Africa.
Well, has that
Man,
happened?
stop
Like,
playing.
When
Dude.
someone
I don't think that is a good idea. You have to
Yeah,
hide that.
well, the woman in
Seriously.
the room, I don't know if you guys know, but Whitney Houston died during the Body United Nations conference, so they played one of her songs, and then everyone clapped. So that was, they suspended debate to honor Whitney Houston's memory, and they played one of
So
her
when they found out,
songs.
they just played.
Yeah, I mean, people, you're actually not supposed to have electronics within the confines
So
of
you
the
can't-
debate, but somebody had found out somehow. I'm not sure how. So they. Yeah, you actually. We'll have to double check on the website. They say make sure you check our cell phone policy. I think it's that you definitely need to have it off throughout the debate. It might be that you can't even really have it there.
How about
What about
laptops and
iPads?
tablets?
You're not supposed to have those.
Oh.
Yeah, and you don't
Not
see
even to take
somebody,
notes?
they'll say, point of order, electronics are not allowed. Which they did because, Miss Ferranti and I were trying to take video last time, so they said, point of order, no one can have an electronic device. Oh, at Yale?
That's
allow us to use the laptop.
Okay.
Certain committee.
Yeah, we're not allowed to use computers
Okay.
inside of
Like
the
our
room.
club,
Okay.
we could use. Like in our.
Yeah, I mean, we'll learn a lot from, once I start looking through the site now that I'm able to access it, now that my password
They will
works.
post a PDF later, like for all
Yeah,
the areas.
yeah, with all the rules, yeah. So, okay, so yeah, we'll get into all that nitty gritty stuff, closer to the
Lovely.
actual conference. Okay, so we have Chi.
Lovely.
Yeah, thank you for the delegates. Thank you, members here at the back of Israel. I agree with Malawi and Togo said that censorship is necessary for the Middle East countries, especially for us, the heavy religion based on based countries. So we can, from the news, we can preserve in the September in the 2012 that there's a rebellion in the Libya that's against the American ambassador, and they killed the American ambassador because of the YouTube video about against the Arab. Now I have to state that the delegates of Israel have to state that the censorship is necessary to help preserve our country's stability and help to preserve the further such instability and the violation of the human life against their religions exist anymore, and also to preserve the peace between our countries and also between the Western countries. Thank you.
Are there any other delegates wishing to raise their placard?
Yeah, has anyone spoke for Togo? Alright.
Can I speak on it?
I thought Andy and then Abdullah, so Andy, you could speak and then Abdullah.
Miss, what if you want to correct something? How
How
do you
much
do that?
time I got?
You could either say point of inquiry and ask them a question, and then
point-
the truth is
in
that
Yeah,
the
of course.
chair, the person in charge, is probably gonna know
Mm.
that they're wrong and probably correct them, and they probably look favorably upon you asking a question that points out a flaw in either reasoning or facts. So you could say point of inquiry.
Point of inquiry, delegate of Israel. Where is this evidence that the death of the ambassador of the U.S. and Libya is a result of the video?
It's clear on the news in the news of the September news.
Can I get another? Can I just rebuttal?
I'm not sure,
I
honestly,
mean,
but you could just for
It's,
the sake
it's
of.
actually been
you know,
proven that that attack on the embassy was a result of thorough planning. They had a lot of weapons. They had RPGs. They were well armed. And a document released by the FBI or the U.S. State Department has acknowledged the fact that it was planned ahead of time.
Yeah, but at first the people congrats in the front of the ambassador.
But it was simply a what's the word?
It starts from the system people. That's
It was actually planned by a certain terrorist group, and the protests were just a side effect. So I don't think it's fair to say that those videos were the cause of Chris Stevens' death.
Yes, but
I
we
mean-
can probably discuss this furthermore.
No,
Further
Mm.
Yeah, so this is something we'll certainly have to become knowledgeable
fact.
about in the long run. For now, what you should know, and you should read about this, is that there is some debate, although it's really been settled by now, but there was initially some debate about whether that attack was spontaneous, whether it just happened, the video came out, and then that uprising happened because of the video, or if it was something planned ahead of time. So that's something we can look into and discuss further as we move toward the conference. Okay. Andy, you had something to say?
Does the timing? Oh, can we restart it? Alright. As a representative from the Hugo, let us make this clear. First of all, freedom of speech is widely respected and supported by our government. And in terms of broadcasting news, it's totally another topic, because those two programs from Victoria News are showing the biased political opinions, which could cause potential crisis or rise implications to the Togo. So it's misleading and unacceptable. So we close them down for both national security and the healthy equilibrium of freedom of speech. I yield my time to the chair.
Are there any other delegates wishing to speak? Raise your placards. Okay, John?
Dear Honorable Chair, the government of Togo believes that we will end any communication bad talking our government if there are threats involved. We will also end it if it's like causing us to not lead our country as well as we should be. But if none of these are being caused by bad talk of our government, then we're gonna let the people talk. I yield my time to Nick.
So that's something we all have to be on our toes for, you know. So to always be ready to say something. You could maybe just say honorable delegates. The delegate.
Honorable delegates, the country of Malawi, we believe that freedom of speech is not good because people can.
That's okay. I mean, the principle is something other people have said. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like say something that the government won't like. I thank you.
Good. Now you're more desensitized to politics. That's good. Okay. So are there any other delegates wishing to speak?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Honorable Chair and other delegates, I would like to defend a new system of Israel's censorship. So it's been said that it might discourage investigative journalists and individuals who are pro-human rights. But I just want to say that we're not trying to control the internet, we're just trying to control that information that might be posted on the internet that might affect our country in a negative way. And so we're just going to spot some words that might be really bad for Israel. So we try to operate within the internet only in terms of elements related to us, not control internet. Thank you.
Yeah, you just say, I yield my time.
I yield my time.
To somebody. Maybe to Gloria. Or you could have your time.
I yield.
So you could say, Demi could have said, like, I yield my time to the chair, and then you would get the extra 10 seconds.
Okay. So we just say you my time.
I yield my time to Gloria.
All right. So honorable chair, delegates. So Israel believes that the purpose of the censorship is to make sure that the publication of is to prevent the publication of secure information which could benefit the enemies and to harm the states, and also as a very religious.
Time is over.
Yeah, because he yielded time to use.
Okay, yeah, that's things. I mean, just since Gloria had a lot to say, let's just give her some extra time.
Here we go.
Unless you want to be done.
Yeah, all right. So, as a country that approves the freedom of religion in the Middle East, Israel approves as a center degrees of censorship, but the government can't censor everything. We also remains totally committed to the freedom of speech. So and we recommend with the aim of making whatever improvement that may be necessary to like make sure that individuals get the freedom for to express their ideas. Thank you.
I yield my time to chair.
Okay. Charles, did you have something to say? I thought you were raising your hand.
Oh, no.
No? Okay. Okay, Chief.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I have to, no, there, that delegates of Israel had to state that delegate of the Malawi and also delegate of the Togo and the delegate of the Israel agreed that the censorship is necessary for our countries. And it's clearly that we need to prove that prevent like the thank you.
Are there any other delegates wishing to speak?
This time's up.
I think you have to write one first, yeah. Oh, John, okay. Alright,
The Honorable Chair, the government of Togo says that we don't want bad talk about our government, and having this power to control what people are saying about the government has never influenced the country in a bad way. And because of that, we as a nation and as a government have never felt the need to change it. And it's working out good for us, so we never really felt the need for change. I yield my time to Wojciech.
No.
I wish I could do this in class. It would be so awesome. During our discussion.
The delegates of Israel believe that we are not controlling the internet, but we are sort of operating only in terms of relating to us to keep the citizens safe in Israel. I yield my time to the chair.
Yeah.
Honorable Chair and delegates, I would just like to add what our delegate from Israel said, that we have no intentions of going into people's Facebooks or personal accounts or blogs because we're just looking at the particular words. I yield my time to the chair.
Are there any other delegates wishing to speak?
Motion for a unmoderated caucus to construct a resolution concerning censorship.
Are we really gonna write a resolution?
Oh, maybe not today, but I am curious, I didn't actually observe this part of the process. How does that transition happen? Is it like that, where you say a motion to suspend debate and begin working on resolutions, something like that? Oh, an unmoderated caucus? Okay. Yeah, so that's the time where we really want to,
An
you know.
individual can write it, or if you have an unmoderated caucus to work together.
Can you oh wait, if at Yale they let us have laptops, can you have been writing a resolution like during the meeting? You can be typing.
You can write it by hand.
Oh, you have to write by hand?
Yeah, and the chair will type it.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, so, yeah, so certainly once that transition happens, you wanna be looking for signatories, people to sign on to your resolution or to help you craft it. So usually, you see those people standing out during the moderated caucus, so that you have a sense of who would be a strong person to try to pull into your resolution.
When we were working on the working paper, usually if it's double representative, like one representative can come out, could go out of the conference room, working on working paper or draft or resolution, but only one, like the rest one must stay in the conference room to ensure the countryship.
Okay. Yeah, so we should know, I can send you guys through email as I look around more on the Yale site, I can send you more details about exactly what we're gonna be doing. I know for sure that there's at least 4 people who are representing, so that will be a tough job, but at least you'll get to research that particular person's viewpoint and you'll have a really clear set of information about what that person believes. And also, I can send them to you, I don't know them off the top of my head, I found them out like 2 hours ago, so I'll just send them to you.
Wait, do we need to what?
So there will be like 4 of you, so I'll be looking for volunteers who are willing to do this, who will be actual people, you know, representing one actual person. Nancy?
Just have quick 2 points about today's meeting that really baffles me, because the first point is we kind of the whole debate is deviate from the point of the censorship rules that prevent individuals from defaming religion. It's a really small and detailed branch from the censorship, the whole topic. But today we kind of discussed whether the country should have censorship or not. So I don't think that is really accurate. And the other point is, I just realized that the country that we got are in favor of sort of censorship. So that did not help us debate, because we didn't have a counter argument.
Right.
And that's why just like each delegates just present their give information instead of argue.
Right.
So we really.
So I suppose that since our delegates will have similar viewpoints, we're gonna have to at times present different countries so that we have dissenting voices, you know, so that we have the chance to have more disagreement.
Giờ bây giờ cái cái nào? Cái này đó.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that would be good. Chief?
Motion to close the speaker list.
Yes, all those in favor?
Motion to
Wait, oh my phone.
Yes, motion to adjourn, all in favor?
No, selfies. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.